I'm Nanny Bubby. This is my home kitchen and I welcome you. Today we are making breakfast for dinner because every Thursday is actually breakfast for dinner on Nanny Bubby's menu. What's really great is that when you are raising a family, making dinner every night can be challenging, especially when your kids are going to after-school activities and all kinds of things that keep a family very active and very busy after school hours. And if you're a working mom or working dad, coordinating dinner all of those nights, all of those school nights as we like to call them, can be quite challenging. So I have a hack for that, and that is every Thursday is breakfast for dinner. Hi there, Susie. So what it does is that it really signals to the family, exhale. One more day of school and or work to go, and tonight is going to be an easy night and a fun night. Welcome, Frank. Hope you're feeling good. And so the way that you do that is the kids jump in the car after school and you say, hey, tonight's Thursday, it's breakfast for dinner. What would you like to have? And honestly, it's whatever they want. So it's waffles, it's pancakes, it's bacon and eggs, it's waffles and eggs, it's fried chicken and eggs, or fried chicken and waffles, I think is what it actually is. And it's just very easy. And for mom and dad as adults that are at home, and what do you do for you if you don't want fried chicken and waffles? And by fried chicken, I mean, you know what? Go to your very favorite fried chicken place and just pick up a couple pieces of fried chicken. If you know that's what the kids have been dreaming about for Thursday night breakfast for dinner. And the thing about it is that I am very anti, getting into that drive-through line. But on a night like this, you want to make it easy, you want to make it fun. And if you know your kids love fried chicken, well, you can make fried chicken on Tuesday night. You can make fried chicken on Sunday night. You can make it on Wednesday night, and then they'll have the leftover fried chicken and waffles. So there's just a lot of things that you can do. Also, if you're making pancakes for dinner, hey Laura, what you can also do is take your Bisquick pancake batter, dip a couple of, chicken drumsticks in it or white chicken breasts into that pancake batter and deep fry it. It's a great batter. So one kid gets pancakes, that same batter makes waffles, and the same batter will actually make your fried chicken. So how do you like that? It's fun. It's easy and everybody laughs and you've got maple syrup. Hey Susan. But for the adults, what do you do for you? If you want to stay away from waffles, if you want to stay away from pancakes, what do you do as adults? Well, that's the time to raid the refrigerator for all of your leftovers and bring them out and make a big omelet, which is actually what I'm doing tonight. So let me explain. Tonight is so let me back up. My daughter, who most of you realize is a judge, Judge Harmony Letitia, here in the Las Vegas, Clark County area. And she has been a judge now for 6 years. So proud, I always love to say. And please meet my daughter, Judge Harmony Letitia. I always kind of lay on the judge side because I like that. I'm so proud of her. But 6 years ago, she was elected. And this year of 2022 is her next campaign. So she's up for re-election in this year, and tonight is her campaign kickoff. And tonight we have a big fundraiser that she's worked really, really hard to get people at and to raise the necessary money that she's going to need to actually run her campaign. So we are leaving this house at 4:15, and we get up early, we go to the gym at 4 a.m. in the morning, 4:30. It's really hard to then go out for dinner. Good afternoon, Susie, I said hello to you. And go out for dinner after the fundraiser is over. So we just want to come home as we did on Tuesday night. Remember that I made the poached salmon and the cold salad, and we came home Tuesday night and we had just a beautiful, hey Judy, nice to see you. We had just a beautiful cold poached salmon over top of our lettuce, It was delicious. We went to bed. We didn't feel heavy or sick. It was great. So tonight, I have the same situation. I need to pre-cook, get all prepped and ready to go so that tonight when we get home from the fundraiser, it's really easy. So we're going to start with the vegetables that I had left over in the refrigerator. So I had a couple of peppers, orange and red. I have a zucchini and a yellow squash right here. So I've already cleaned these. I have mushrooms that are going to go bad if I don't go ahead and saute these up. So what I'm going to do is I'll open up the mushrooms. Now, while I'm doing this, we're going to talk about a few things. Number one, if you are here right now live, share this live on your own homepage, and that will automatically get you a chance to win Chef Katie Chin's Global Family Cookbook. She's a very famous chef. She appears weekly or monthly. I'm not sure. I'll ask her tomorrow when we interview her on KTLA in KTLA TV in Los Angeles. Hi, Sunny. Nice to see you, and thank you so much. Also, she is going to fly on Monday to New York City, and she's going to be on Kelly and Ryan. And in order to do a celebratory meal for the Lunar New Year. And the Lunar New Year starts on February 1st, and so she is flying to New York City to be her guest. Hey, Lisa. We are very, very lucky to have her as our guest here tomorrow. She's going to be teaching me longevity noodles and chicken as a dish which I am going to cook next week on KLAS in honor of Lunar New Year. And there's lots of questions to ask her about the celebration of the Lunar New Year, formerly known as Chinese New Year. So if you want her cookbook, share this right now on your home page, on your own page. That enters you twice to win. If you are watching this after lifetime hours, it will give you one entry to win. So, and we'll see who wins the book tomorrow. So if you're ready, we're going to start making breakfast for dinner. We're going to start with the peppers. So most all of you have seen me do this before, but so many people ask, and if you're new and missed it the first 25 times that I did it and talked about it, this is how to cut a pepper. Just right down the side between the ribs, not the rims, the ribs, just like that. There you go, and that's it. What you should have left in your hand is just the inside of the pepper, and boom, right into the compost basket. Okay, now we're going to cut these in small 1-inch wedges, just like this. So how many of you have shared it? So just like Sunny did, and Sunny is new to our group. I'm so happy to see Sunny joining us every day, although Sunny wasn't here yesterday. I'm keeping tabs, Sunny. If you were, I didn't see you. So how many of you have shared it on the page yesterday and today? Tuesday, yesterday, and today. And that way I just want to see how many people we've got so far. Let's see, you won't be able to be here. You have, oh, okay. Well, good luck tomorrow, Susie. Thank you for telling me. All right. So there we go. All right. Now, what we're going to do is I have 2 sheet pans here. And I don't know how many of you have seen this parchment paper. Oh, good. All right. Susan, Frank, Sunny. Let's see who else has shared to win that great cookbook. It's really fantastic. So I get this. I'm just going to show you this. This is the name of it. It's called parchment paper. It's like the Kirkland Saran wrap. It's got a cutter on it. And it's just beautiful. It's unbleached, which makes me feel particularly good about it. And I'm just going to take this now and I'm going to line this sheet pan with it because I'm going to roast these vegetables right now before we leave the house for about 20 minutes. I always run out of space here, don't I? Let me see what to do here. Okay. All right, so we'll start tossing all of this right onto the pan. 2 different pans, actually. I'm still out of space here. I don't know. I never had trouble with the space, but suddenly recently, and I think it's because yesterday you shared the recorded version. Okay, thank you so much for telling me. And I'm asking because when I looked in notifications yesterday, I didn't see it. So I have to go back and comb through it. And yet, I just want to make sure, did I miss everybody or what did I do? So thank you guys so much. And I will look, and believe me, no one will get left behind. So I'm going to take this and put half of this on this sheet pan, and then I've got another sheet pan right over here. Because what you don't want to do is you really want to, oh, Lisa says none. Okay, we'll do it now. You can still do it now. All right. Is you don't want your vegetables to be too much on one sheet pan, because if you do, they end up steaming rather than roasting. And what you really want in a great omelet for dinner is really beautiful roasted vegetables. And believe me, if I have leftover steamed vegetables, I put them in the omelet anyway. You know, they're leftover and cooked. Leftover eggplant is great in an omelet if you've got that left over at night for the week. Broccoli, whatever you like. So I'm going to put half of these on one sheet pan. Okay. All right. There we go. So how many of you have done breakfast for dinner? Tell me that. I think it's a great idea, and it's a tradition. It signals the end of the week, whether you're an adult or whether you're a kid. It's like, yay, tonight's breakfast for dinner. So it's not hard to come up with something, and even if it sometimes means that you're making different meals for everybody in the family, it's fun. It's just fun. And I remember my kids, when we used to do it, we're like, oh, I wish I got what he had, or I wish I thought to request the other. And you know, it's okay. I just always had Bisquick in the house, so I could whip up pancakes. I always had turkey bacon or something like that. So it's just fun. And as an adult, if you live alone, it's really easy just to say, you know, some great eggs and some vegetables would make my belly feel really good, and it usually does. Okay. So, all of the, hey there, Robin Saber, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us today. If you would like to win a chance to watch, to get Chef Katie Chin's book tomorrow, and win a chance to get that book, then please, by all means, share this on your Facebook page right now. As it's live, you get 2 chances to win for every share during a live video. So since you're here today, maybe for the first time, it would be great if you shared it, and then you'll enter a chance to win the book. She's so excited to have her to be talking about Lunar New Year. Okay, here we go. On to the yellow squash. I'm going to put 1/2 of the yellow squash into one sheet pan. And I've done just about 1-inch cubes, just like this, which is great. Onto this sheet pan, and then this half onto the other. Again, the reason that I'm splitting them between 2 sheet pans is so that they don't steam. This way they roast and get a nice caramelized tone to them. And then tonight, when I get home, all I have to do is heat up the butter, throw in the vegetables that are already roasted. I will already have the eggs cracked and into a measuring cup, and then all I have to do is just whisk that and turn on the fire, and we're done. And I'll run and go change my clothes while it's heating up. Then I'll pop it into the oven, and so that it heats the top part of it, right? Because sometimes when you make thick omelets like that, so I'm making one like a frittata for 3 people, and sometimes the top doesn't get done. So I always cook it on the bottom and then stick it in the oven and cook it again, about 35 minutes. Okay. These zucchinis are absolutely beautiful. And we just planted seeds in the garden so that I can get a beautiful zucchini once again, hoping that I don't get aphids on the zucchini this year. That's a way to ruin a great garden. I think I had them in there too long. Okay, a red pepper now. There we go. So who has great plans for the weekend? Anybody? It's coming up. Anybody doing something fun you want to tell the group about? There we go, into the compost basket. Anybody? Let's see what everybody's saying. Hey, Bobby Robbins, nice to see you. We're making breakfast for dinner. I have a fundraiser for my daughter's judicial campaign tonight, and I wanted to get dinner prepped and ready to roll so that, oh, thank you so much, Susie. Prepped and ready to roll so that we can come home, we'll be tired, and we're just not going to want to have to worry about going to a restaurant or stopping and picking something up, because we hate to, you know, go through a drive-through or call something in. It's just we don't feel good after we eat that food. So if it were not for all of you, honestly, I would not have ever thought to cook things ahead. I'd say, hey, we're going to have to stay at the restaurant for dinner tonight or something, but because you're all here and because you're all a part of my life, I really utilize these situations to do a show for all of you, teach maybe some lessons about it all and some philosophies about it all, and then I come home to a beautiful dinner that would not have been prepared if it were not for all of you. So Lisa's doing hair, bar class, and meeting a friend from high school at the former Macayos. Well, of course you are. I mean, where else would you go with a friend from high school in the 70s? Definitely Macayo Vegas. Oh my gosh. And which old Macayo Vegas? The one on Charleston or the one that was up on Decatur? I'm not sure which one, or Valley View. Which one are you going to? Just curious about that. Also, Brenda Mills is here. Thank you for being here. So just one more. Share this live video right now on your Facebook page, and you will get 2 chances to win Chef Katie Chin's, I was going to say breakfast for dinner cookbook. That is not what it is. It is the Global Family Cookbook. She is a regular cook on KTLA in Los Angeles, and on Tuesday, I love this, she's going to New York City to be on Kelly and Ryan, and she's going to be cooking the dish that she's teaching us tomorrow on Kelly and Ryan in honor of Lunar New Year. So it's going to be a great show tomorrow, and it's so gracious of her that she would like to give away one of her cookbooks to one of you who have entered, and the only way to enter is to share this video on your page. Okay, all right, so we've got one more thing to put on in with all this, and that is onion. So hold on, I forgot to get my sheet. Let's see. Oh boy, it's stuck. Okay, here is my plastic cutting sheet from Melissa's. There we go. And because I do this, love Eddie's. Lisa said on Flamingo it's called Eddie's now, but same family, only this one is left. Oh, so they call it Eddie's. My goodness, that's great. How is Eddie's, Judy? Is it good? I guess it is if you love it, right? I haven't even heard of it, and it's on Decatur. Is that what you said? Love Eddie's. Let me see. On Flamingo, it's called Eddie's. Oh, is it the old Ricardo's? Is on Flamingo and Decatur? Is that where it's at? Just curious. My goodness. Well, Macayo Vegas is where we all went right after football games, basketball games, Saturday nights when we didn't know what else to do. Flamingo and 215. Oh, okay. So it's a newer kind of restaurant. That's awesome. Alrighty, let's get this onion peeled. Some of them peel so easy, and some of them peel so hard, right? Okay. All right. I'm going to chop this in half so that half goes on one sheet, the other half goes on the other, and then I'll show you how I'm going to season this. And then I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to go get dressed to go to my daughter's fundraiser. So you'll wish us luck. Hopefully she's worked really, really hard and gotten a lot of people there. She's got a lot of support in this community, which is really wonderful, and just so proud of her. And of course we want her to get reelected because number one, she's very good for the, I mean, I know I'm her mom, but in all seriousness, people tell me all the time how fair she's been and how compassionate she is when she's on the bench to both attorneys and to, you know, those people that have gotten themselves into trouble. Some of them honestly just don't have the capacity even to understand what they've done wrong, and they're so confused by the judicial system, and it just, you know, it really truly does break your heart. And it's a very tough job that she did. A lot of murders appear in front of her, and some of them have been some of those child murders, and you know, as a mother herself, that's very, very hard to take. That piece is tough for me to have to watch her have to deal with that, believe me when I tell you. But thank God there have not been a lot of those. Just 4 or 5 years ago, there was a string of those everywhere now. It was like 3 or 4 children, and they all ended up in front of Harmony, which makes me really sad. Okay, enough of that. Back to happier days. We are going to spray this with avocado oil. And we're using avocado oil on this, and I like spraying it. Here's the reason why. When you just drizzle olive oil over it, it's uneven, and I like the evenness that the spray gives to it. I'm going to sprinkle this with salt, and my pepper barrel where I do pepper all the time was dry today, so it's time for me to grind more. So I'm just going to use this little Kirkland pepper grinder and just grind out some fresh pepper to toss this with. There we go. Save that. And then my own fresh, I'm using the canister that Chef Vincenzo and Cheryl Ness gave us. And these are herbs from my garden: oregano, rosemary, and thyme. I'm going to take these. Of course, we always rub them. Hey, Paula Story, thank you for being here. We always rub them to get the oils activated in them because they are dry, but you can smell it. It's just fantastic. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to toss that right after I do the exact same thing over here. There we go. Let me empty this bottle of avocado oil. There we go. All gone. I love the Chosen avocado oil the best. There, and see what an even spray that is? You don't have to worry, and I think you actually end up using a lot less. I'm going to take some salt, sprinkle this with salt, just a little bit more. We're going to, again, my ground pepper barrel is empty, which signals I need to grind more. And so I'm using my Kirkland pepper. A bit more. There we go. And last but not least, the herbs from Nanny Bubby's garden: rosemary, oregano, and thyme. Oh, you didn't see that, but I hit the spoon and all the herbs flew out on the camera. Okay, there we go. Hey, Joanne. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay. Joanne, share this on your page so you can enter to win Chef Katie Chin's book tomorrow when she comes as our guest. She's a very famous chef in California, on KTLA in Los Angeles, and she's going to be on Kelly and Ryan on Tuesday to celebrate Chinese, or now called Lunar New Year. And Biggie, as you can hear, is making his appearance. He never misses a day. At one point, he's sure to do that. So right now, we're going to take these beautiful vegetables, and we're just going to, tools, chef's tools, best tools are clean hands, right? So now look how beautiful and even that is. And I'm using avocado oil rather than olive oil because olive oil can be toxic, starts emitting fumes because their smoke point for olive oil is about 325, 350. And I am putting this in at about 425, okay? So avocado oil is made for high heat. I'm doing this at 425 because I want to cook them fast and I want them to caramelize and be very beautiful. And there you have it. That is tonight's dinner, breakfast for dinner. I'm going to make this with, well actually, one more thing to do before let me put these in the oven, and I'm just going to crack eggs, and I'm going to show you the container I use. I'll set them back in the refrigerator, but stand by. You can still hear me because I have my AirPods on today. So I'm going to take this and put it into the oven. I'm going to actually turn you around and show you this shot. There we go. How about that? How's that look? And the oven closes. There we go. So I just want to tell you, I just looked and just saw what time it was. And the problem with the time is that it's 3:28. We have to leave this house at 4:15 to drive across town to go to my daughter's fundraiser. So that having been said, thank you, Joanne. That having been said, I'm going to say goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow. One of you are going to be very lucky and you're going to win a chance to win Chef Katie Chin's book, The Global Family Cookbook. And thank you for joining me today. There were so many of you. I'm glad it looks delicious. I can't crack eggs for you. You don't need me to crack eggs for you anyway. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Ready, everybody? Go out and spread love like butter. Thank you, everybody. Love you. Share love like butter. Spread love like butter.